You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy.
Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings.
I'll think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated.
It sounds like you have big plans.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg. What's a neg? Neg him to show you your own strength. Nag? Neg him to show your own... I don't know what that means. Wow him with a big idea, and to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I don't know what negate him? Negative him? I don't think that's the right thing. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice up things. Be modest but thoughtful. I don't know why I'm putting so much thought into this. We're gonna try and wow him. You know, about that, I was thinking about your secret recipe.
I don't doubt it. It has a way of leaving an impression on all who taste it.
You decide to show him that you know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. I actually had some thoughts on how you could improve it.
Improve it? You want to change my secret recipe? And you think you can do better?
Have you ever heard of habanero peppers?
Heard of them? I tend an entire gallery of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, poblano, cayenne. That's not the point. You can't just toss new ingredients into my secret recipe and expect to improve it. A recipe is about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement.
I didn't mean to.
Let this be the last time you improvise on my recipes, Lacroix Chan. I'm heading back to class for the next lesson.
What have I done? It certainly didn't go as planned. You better head back inside. But you wait a moment so the Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing after him. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second, oh no! We have to show our stuff? What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Sure, Lacroix Chan, I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, Miriam's left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner!
Beep bop.
Oh my, two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner?
Clearly Clank.
Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
I'm not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Hold on there, fella.
This is getting hard.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know what the assignment yet.
Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
Tissue, I hardly know you.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Ooh. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes two flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna say mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes?
And gravy?
I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you'd better keep your fingers off my man.
Bitch, I will end you! Does someone call for me?
No, jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing LeCroc's Chan's gym, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there, Ashley and Van. Are we working on a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looks like LeCroc Chan was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. The young amateur chef can have a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up on my level. Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to conduct conversation worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask some backup. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders. Hunk of hunks in your time of need. Talk to Miriam, your forever bestie, who always has your back. Ooh. I'm gonna turn to Miriam. You can do this, Miriam. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and comes back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over.
Is somebody sending my friend? I will destroy them!
Actually think that Ashley and Vanwin were just leaving.
Leaving you in the dust? This would be my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you're sorely mistaken.
Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but LeCroc's Chan is my partner for today's activity.
He looked for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Damn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfect creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and the pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free.
Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. You see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face.
Van, do something! Do something!
Scooping up a handful, Van tastes the delicious mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes this is delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Lacroix-chan. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I have potatoes, Faith?
Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy, put that up. In a few minutes, I prepared a full meal, based upon my speciality. Braised tentacle of octopus in a silky sweet saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe, a battle forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long, then now, it is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. You may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
Mr. Starr, I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oh, they taste like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment. And snapping everyone back to reality, it would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poison of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello. I've turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you've shaken up by the really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him. In a way, you find inspiring. Now might be a perfect time to tell him you've developed feelings for him. Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Lacroix-chan.
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, now, are you... Shut up! I'm the one here who has to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight a hero!
Van seems terrified.
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard, connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid. No. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. Because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss any syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Oh, you gotta attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? I'm gonna cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Oh no! It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Have to attack. You decide to go on the attack. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from the Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I have to defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." The Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack! You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love! Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me! An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Ooh. I'm gonna spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast, long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul that deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to at first be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Oh my, is Colonel Sanders in my room? The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? We'll have to find out next time.